Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy, and this is the number 28, the 28th review of the Bubblegum Diaries playlist. And we will be taking a look at this limited edition seasonal product from Big League Chew. This is Big League Chew Hot Chocolate. So I'm going to take it over to the desk and we will take a look at it closer there. And here we are. So basically what you have is your standard bag of Big League Chew. This one does have some marking down the sides. That is not powder or cornstarch. That is some sort of roller production as it was going down the line. It is denoted as hot chocolate. They are using their original guy minus the baseball hat or helmet and with this thing done. And the background is a light sort of like flannel plaid. Going to the back, got the Best Buy, pretty prominent. It is good until the 1st of September 2024. You have their story if you want to pause now. And then you have the fact that it is aspartame, gluten, and peanut free. Now, you know my feelings on gluten. Peanuts, I'm pretty neutral on. Personally, I try to lean towards products with copious servings of aspartame at all times, but I will make an exception for this review, nor will I hold that against them. Nutrition facts, if you want to pause. And then barcode their social media. And the fact that it's made by Ford Gum and Machine Company of Akron, New York. The website is www.bigleaguechew.com. I have not been over there recently. Okay, so I'm going to actually cut this off. Now, I'm going to put this up front. You're most likely not going to see me blowing a bubble with this stuff. And that is important in this case because of the reason why I will not be blowing a bubble. So you're about to start seeing that in a second here. I am saving this bag. So, whoop. I am using scissors. And that is why. The white powdering that you are seeing there is more than the usual for a Big League product. And it is cornstarch, but in this product's case, I have a feeling that it may actually have some of the flavoring in that powder. So normally you do not see this amount of cornstarch. Big League Chew products do have more than other products. It's because of the way the product is. It's because it is shredded. And they're trying to not only keep the product from sticking to the packaging, but they're trying to keep the product from not sticking to itself. They want to keep the shreds and not just a big block. This does pose a problem, though, when they have it to this extent. All right? And the problem is this stuff, before the sugar is chewed off, almost goes into a liquefied state. All right? The product gets to a point that it doesn't even start sticking to itself while it's in your mouth. It takes a while to chew the cornstarch off. It sort of goes at the same time as the sugar. All right? And after that, it reacts fairly well. As far as Big League Chew goes with blowing bubbles, it's not the greatest stuff. But this one does get very fluid in the mouth. Besides the obvious white powdering, which you can see is coming off of my fingers, that's how much there is. The product itself is brown. So let's take it back up top, and I will show you what's going on with actually chewing it. Do not hit the stop button, for God's sake. All right. And I am back. Okay, so yeah, this is going to get very fluid in the mouth, which is a reason to. It's a reason to note if you're considering buying. Now, I will let you know that I was not able to get this through my normal distributor, which is oldtimecandy.com, because it was continually sold out. All right. So they had a reasonable price. I usually buy stuff like this in a case. A case has 12 packages. They were reasonably priced at about $22 to $24. I had to go through an Amazon seller. I paid considerably more. All right. Now it was a case, which was a 12 pack, but it was a good amount. It was well above $30. All right. But I really wanted to do this review, and I really wanted to try it for my own, my own experience. So I paid it. And I don't regret paying it. But now that I know, I don't know if I would buy it again at that price. Now, if you have something like this pop up around you in store, in a brick or mortar store, buying a pouch of it is probably well worth your time if you're the type of person that sort of wants to try everything. But going online and having to buy in bulk at a high price, I couldn't tell you, yeah, that's a great idea. Let me put it that way. So, let me get some of this out. Smell off the bag is hot chocolate. Dead on. Flavor, checking to see how much powder I have on my lips, again, is hot chocolate, dead on. I'm not a huge fan of hot chocolate. That said, it's pretty darn good. And right now, it's reacting within reason in the mouth. And now it's starting to spread. Now, when I say it gets pretty fluid, all Big League Chew, due to the amount of cornstarch they use in the product, sort of gets like that. This one, though, even more so. And it's starting to do it now. Now, my thing with this is, I'm used to keeping control of things in my lip, in my cheek, whether it's chew, dip, etc. But the first pouch of this I opened, even I was like, how far is this going to go? Just pieces separating off it. I almost want to say it, but it's sort of disgusting. It gets to a point where it's separating off itself. And I'm pretty sure I may be swallowing a little bit of it. And just like that, it begins to start sorting itself out. And it's firming up like by the second here. But it's over here. I have other little pieces forming up in different spots all over my mouth. Now I'm collecting them back together. And you could tell it's an issue because I was stopping talking. What I was getting at was, I'm used to stuff, having issues with control and whatnot, depending what I'm reviewing. And even I have to, not concentrate, but, think, okay, I do not know how that's going to go with a child. And that's important, me bringing that up, because, if you were to buy, I'm sure there's plenty of fathers, this for a younger child, they're probably going to start ingesting aspects of it. They're not going to be able to control it, etc. and so forth. I'll be giving a pouch of this to my nephews, but I'm going to have to warn them ahead of time. All right? Now, they're both pretty bright, real bright actually, but they'll still have to be forewarned. One's 10 and one is 7. So this is definitely something to keep in mind when wondering, somebody out there is probably hot chocolate. Oh, I'm hot chocolate. I'm trying it. Okay. But you saw the issue I was having there. Now it's okay, but now the sugar's still there. So we'd be another couple minutes out for a bubble. And as I said, Big League Chew is not the best bubble-blowing bubble gum. It's possible to do it. But the way it is in the mouth, you can't even get direction on the bubble. You get a piece flattened out and ready to blow what you're thinking this way, and then all of a sudden it's blowing out the side. If you've ever had Big League Chew, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, very interesting product. Glad I tried it. Don't mind the price I paid for it. But not buying any more personally for myself. Big League Chew I do buy from time to time. There's 2 I buy. I buy the original or the strawberry. This one I'm glad I tried. And I will use it all for, what doesn't go to my nephews and whatnot. But I don't think I'd buy it again. So this has been my review of Big League Chew Hot Chocolate Bubblegum. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy. I do thank you for watching the monetized content. I hope you all are well and ready for Christmas. Do take care of yourselves, and as always, God bless.